Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a RU match. This one is against Hate Labs or H81ABZ or whatever. Looking at his team, Hitmonchan is going to be annoying because Hitmonchan is always annoying. Gallade, I'm not sure why he has Gallade too, but okay. Porygon-Z is a bit of an issue, and then Whimsicott is just annoying. Always annoying. Um, I actually had this battle before the one I posted a few days ago, so I wasn't like Whimsicott's really easy to counter, especially if you have a grass type, which I do. But I figure I'll lead with Electivire. He can get up a sub on most of his team that at least looks like a decent lead, except maybe like Glade. Um, but if he leads with Whimsicott, I can keep pressure on him with Ice Punch, and he can't just you know Leech Seed stall me and stuff like that. But he's got Protect, and I'm like, fuck, okay, let's go ahead and be clever and use sub when he uses protect, right? Genius play. This is actually a sub punching Electivire with leftovers. So, yeah, I figure, hey, let's get a free sub and that'll be great. But then I'm like, wait. Whimsicott gets Encore. They all have Encore. Taunt is optional ish. He has Protect instead. But Encore is like, oh, I'm like, oh, I hate this. Whimsicott is so annoying. I need to bring more setup sweepers with priority. But even then, Whimsicott's freaking fast as hell with no investment. It's like base 116 or something. So it's still got a good chance. But I mean, again, if you have like a Dragon Dance or something, yeah, you're fine. But I'm going to go to Tangela because I figured if he wants to stay in Elite Seat on the Switch, that's great. But he goes to Porygon-Z, and I'm like, okay, I got terrible switch here. I'm going to go to Aggron to take the obvious Ice Beam, and that's not going to do a whole lot. But he's going to freeze me. And I'm like, fuck. That sucks. Really sucks. He's going to go Hitmonchan. I probably should have figured that. I'm just going to go to Omastar because I'm like, he's Scarfed and that Ice Beam won't do too much to Omastar. But I should have. Hitmonchan switch is obvious. I mean, he can pressure me and threaten most of my team, and yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Surf. I'm like, ugh. I don't know why. I thought maybe it would kill, but even with Life Orb, it still doesn't. Hitmonchan is just so annoying and bulky and strong, and just he doesn't die. Really, I really should have just went into my Sigilyph because the Drain Punch is super obvious, and Zigglyph can take that for days. But yeah, no. So I go to Cinccino, and Cinccino's actually going to pretty much win me this battle, right? Because it's like really strong. Nothing can take tail slaps. It can hit through subs, which is great for his Whimsicott. And yeah, I'm kind of wishing this was my choice banded Cinccino though. That would have been quite a bit better. But I mean, that one is um, technician, so I wouldn't get 5 hits on all these with my skill link that I am getting here. Um, and yeah, I do get a crit, which doesn't really matter because he's obviously going to die to another tail slap. I do go for the bullet seed just because tail slap can miss. It's like 85 accuracy, and I really don't want that to happen. He's going to go for the protect. He could have went to Whimsicott here to take it, but again, I still hit through subs, so it's Whimsicott really can't do too much. It's going to go to Hitmonchan, which is going to be a common theme in this battle because, yeah, Mach Punch does a lot, especially when he's Life Orb. So now I'm going to do what I should have done last time and go into Sigilyph, take like absolutely nothing from that Mach Punch, and he's pretty much going to be forced out. He's going to switch to his Slowking, not, I guess, expecting the Psychic, but most Sigilyphs don't have that. Well, I guess some offensive Calm Mind sets do have, like Psyshock and Air Slash and stuff like that, but I don't. I'm, Cosmic Power, Roar, or not Roar, Whirlwind, Roost, and Stored Power, of course. I'm baiting the Whimsicott to come in. I want it to come in because I know it's going to want to Encore me, and I can switch to Whimsicott, or not Whimsicott, Cinccino, and continue tail slapping because the only thing that forces Cinccino out is his Porygon-Z because it's faster, because it's Scarfed, and his Hitmonchan because of priority. So he goes for the Encore, does nothing because I just switched, and yeah, I can just go for tail slaps. He's going to protect just to gain nothing because he's at max HP, so I really don't know why he bothered, but he's going to sub. and tail slap away. I'm gonna get a crit on the first hit, which just means that I get one more hit off on him, and you'll see in a second that's not gonna matter. So, yep, get all my 5 hits, of course, because again, skill link always gets 5 hits, which is the Dream World ability, and it's not released because like only Darmanitan and Musharna have released Dream World abilities for Gen 5, but I think it's better than Technician. Anyways, so I'm gonna go for the tail slap here. He does get a protect off to gain just a little bit of extra HP, and here's why I say it didn't matter, because I'm gonna get 4 hits, and that's gonna kill him. So even if I didn't get that first crit on him, the 5th hit would have hit him here, and he would have died. He does get a leech sheet off on me. That's fine, because it's not gonna do anything because he doesn't have a living Pokemon in on the end of the turn. Goes to Porygon-Z. I'm gonna switch out, go to my Aggron because he's frozen, so he's basically useless. He's going to go for the tri-attack. It does stab, but I do quad resist that. So I'm going to be taking a couple of those, which is excellent considering Porygon-Z is pretty strong, especially since he's adaptability. But yeah, so I take a second one, I de-thaw, and I'm like, alright, this is awesome. I got our Totemize up, I'm going to double my speed, and he's going down. However, if memory serves, because I'm adamant, and I think he might be timid, he outspeeds me, or I think it, I can't remember. But I know it was fairly close, and if I was jolly, I'm pretty sure I would outspeed him, but I'm adamant, so I'm just like, fuck, I should have just head smashed. So I go to Tangela, because it's really the only thing that can take it, because it is specially defensive, and I get burned, which is annoying. That burn, not going to play a huge part, but it does just take away that extra HP as I go for the sleep powder. I'm going to go for the leech seed because the switch is obvious, and even if he doesn't switch, whatever, that's fine. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss. And he brings in Gallade. So all I have is to really bring in my physical wall, which kind of a bad choice because common weakness to ice. But it does a lot because he's choice banded. So I'm like, oh crap. But I figure, whatever, just get a safe switch into, Cinccino. But I'm faster, and I'm like, okay, so you're max HP, I guess? Max HP, max attack, choice band? He's gonna get a freeze here, and I'm like, fuck. But I'm actually gonna de-thaw on the first turn and get Roost up until basically he doesn't do a lot of damage. Then I'm gonna Cosmic Powers and be a defensive Sigilyph. The thing is here, though, a week or two ago, I had a battle against the stall team, and I talked about if you're going to sit in and take, hits that have a chance to freeze, or attacks in general that have a chance to crit, you're going to get it eventually. And I really had no other choice because I have stored power, so that, like, without boosts, that does nothing. But the whole time, I was terrified of a crit. I'm like, if he crits, I'm dead. Like, definitely. Yes. And here he came close, but I'm like, I was pretty sure I could live that hit, so that's why I went for the Cosmic Power, and I did. But yeah, so like I was saying, like, I mean, if he just gets one crit at any point in this time, I think he's gonna attack me like 10 or 12 times, I'm dead. And if he freezes me, I'm probably dead unless I have a lot of boosts up. But what I really should have done is save Sigilyph because he's a great counter to Hitmonchan. And I really should have saved him for that. But I would have had to fight out like Tangela, but because he's so low HP and he's burned, I should have realized that he wouldn't be too useful. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really have much to switch into. Cinccino, but I don't know if a Tail Slap would kill a max HP Gallade. I don't think so. So yeah, but I'm gonna go for stored power here, and this is where I find out because I'm outspeeding him with no speed investment, that's pretty obvious. That he's not max speed at least, but yeah, that's like, okay, he's definitely it could be max special defense, but that would be a little weird. I'm pretty sure he's max HP. So I'll go for one more Cosmic Power just because that'll let me to KO him, but he freezes me again, and I'm just like, crap, really? Frozen 3 times in one battle. I don't de-thaw, hits me with another Ice Punch. I'm like, I can take this. I know I can take this. I do take it. I'm like, alright, let's just de-thaw and we'll be good, but I don't. And I'm like, fuck. So, again, I can't be mad. I sat in here just begging to get frozen or critted, and I got frozen twice, and I got lucky on the first de-thaw. So it's like, that's sort of what happened. But yeah, it was just, if not for that last freeze, it was going so well, and then the last freeze just kind of crap. But I go to Cinccino, go for the tail slap. Figure it's my only real option, I guess. He's gonna switch out, and I am going to take out his Porygon-Z with a tail slap. He's gonna go back into Hitmonchan because again, Hitmonchan forces me out every single time. And here's why I say I should have kept my Sigilyph, because this Hitmonchan is going to 1-2 my Tangela. I'm not sure if the burn mattered. Again, as I said, I'm especially defensive, but I'd have to check that out. I don't know if this Ice Punch, because again, I took, 3 burn hits? Yeah, 1 on the Sleep Powder, 1 on the Mist Leech Seed, which is another amount of damage that I would have been nice to take. Plus, I probably would have then 2-hit KO'd with only, I wouldn't need that last, stored power or cosmic power on my Sigilyph. It would have changed a lot of stuff, but whatever. Gonna hit with a Thunder Punch on a Slowking, and that is going to do a ton. And I really don't know why he went to Slowking. It's kind of weird. It's like this. What am I gonna do? Hit him with Psychic or something? Thunder Punch is the obvious option because it's stab. But he goes to his Gallade here. Gonna hit with another Thunder Punch, and that is going to take out the Gallade because Electivire is just so strong. He's actually he's okay. He's just, that speed is just annoying. But anyways, he's go to his Slowking now. I'm like, okay, just gonna Thunder Punch this. I can take a Mach Punch from his Hitmonchan. He probably won't outspeed me. Kill that. Done. Slowking lives. I'm like, fuck. Get a paralysis. I'm like, yes. He breaks through paralysis. I'm like, fuck. Hits me with the Scald. I'm like, okay, that won't kill me. He gets the burn. I'm like, fuck. This is bad. Yeah, this is kind of troubling. I'm like, whatever. I'll just go for the Thunder Punch. Kill him. His Hitmonchan's pretty low. I can probably kill that. And we'll still be good. Don't worry. We got this, right? So take out a Slowking. Easy peasy. And now he goes to his Hitmonchan. He's got, 30-something% left? Ish? 35 maybe? Go for the Thunder Punch. And he lives because of the burn. I'm like, after all the stuff I went through in this battle, 3 freezes, a burn from Tri-Attack, a burn from Scald, and no paralysis, and I end up losing just because of that burn. Like, it's like, oh my god, I cannot believe that. He was feeling bad about it. Nothing either of us could really do again. Like, people are like, you get mad at the battler, but it's like, you can't. Like, remember what all these people say, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's not like the player is hacking the game and making these random occurrences happen. It's just the RNG. So again, he played the game pretty well. I played the game pretty well. He got luckier than I did, and I still could have won, just that burn, or if he had gotten fully parried. But then again, the paralysis was unlikely too. But anyways, it was a pretty cool match. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, see you all next time.